All right, so we are here to talk about Google Chrome extensions. This URL right here, it is case sensitive. So the backend CLIUGCE, they are all capital letters. That will get you to the slide deck that I'm using today. So just, of course, our tech check, I'm sure most of you have already been in Zoom sessions, so this isn't anything new to you. But if anyone does have any problems, just drop it in the chat and we'll get you taken care of. My contact information is here and it'll be at the end as well. So I'm going to skip right through here. So what are Google Chrome extensions? First of all, to use Google Chrome extensions, you absolutely 100% must be using the Google Chrome browser. You cannot be using Safari. You cannot be using Microsoft Edge. You cannot be using any other browser, Mozilla Firefox, anything that's out there. Google Chrome extensions are for the Google Chrome browser only. Okay, so just so you're aware of that. So what extensions are is they are little applications that are running inside of the browser. And as Google says, they're providing additional functionality, integration with third-party websites or services, and they customize your browsing experience. I'm going to be jumping in between this slide deck because I have a slide in here that has links to a whole lot of Chrome extensions. So I'm going to be jumping between this and Google Chrome itself so that you can see some of these things. I struggled with this because I have so many extensions that I want to be able to show you. So hopefully I'll be able to get to most of them. I did put a lot of links, so resource links, so that you can access those resources after the fact and find more extensions that it would benefit you in your classroom as well as personally, because there's a lot I use personally for shopping and things like that. So just to kind of get extensions explained to you a little better, and this video is a little old, but it still captures what extensions are. So I'm going to play this for you.
Extensions are little programs which add useful features and functionality.
I'm stopping this for a moment because I just want to make sure that you were able to hear that video. Okay, great.
To your browser. To start, visit the Extensions section of the Chrome Web Store. Click Extensions to browse through the entire gallery of extensions, or search for a particular extension. You can also filter extensions by categories, like blogging or shopping. When you find something you like, you can try it out by simply clicking Install. Everything is easy and instantaneous. There's no need to restart your browser. If more features are added to an extension in the future, you'll have them automatically, without having to constantly check for updates. There are extensions for everyone, but here are some that I like to use. Whenever I stumble across a cool website, my first thought is to share it with my friends. But I don't want to interrupt what I'm doing to go to another site or to my email. Shareaholic for Google Chrome is an extension that lets me share the web page I'm viewing. All I need to do is click the Shareaholic icon, select a service, and add a note or message. Sometimes it's not just about sharing a cool website, but a cool gadget. I'm constantly reading about new tech products I want to try out, so it's nice to have an extension that helps me keep track of my ongoing wish list. Amazon.com has an extension that lets me add to my wish list whenever or wherever I'm shopping online. Some of my most common online tasks can be more fun with extensions, like searching and browsing images. If I'm searching for images of national parks, for example, I can choose to view my results in a cool, sleek 3D wall using the Cool Iris extension. Once installed, you can hover over an image and click the icon. Cool Iris brings the same functionality to a lot of other sites, like when I'm browsing a friend's photo album on Flickr, Picasa, or Facebook. Those are some extensions I've found useful, and we have thousands more in the Chrome Web Store to help you customize your browser. Discover these and others by visiting chrome.google.com/website.
Okay, so that really was just kind of a quick, this is what an extension does. So I'm really going to just jump right in here and start to dive into some of these extensions. And as I said, every one of them that I'm going to go over is linked in this next slide. So this slide right here in that slide deck, every single one of these is linked right to the Chrome Web Store to show you where to get that extension and download it. And I'm going to start by clicking on just this first one, Screencastify, and that's going to get me to the Chrome Web Store because I want to show you the Chrome Web Store itself. So it's chrome.google.com/webstore, and that's going to get you to where you can get all kinds of extensions and themes for the Chrome browser. So I can search extensions. You see this is highlighted, and then I can search themes. So if I'm searching extensions, I can search anything and everything in here. I can search by subject, by topic, by things that I want to do, and just explore. You can see there's all these different categories here. Maybe I want accessibility extensions, or I want things for productivity, the news, the weather, sports, here's shopping, search tools. So you can see I can search by category as well. If I decided I wanted to choose accessibility, what it's doing now, if you see what it did, it filtered out all of these different accessibility extensions, things that they consider to be, have that I would say they're tagged with the accessibility keyword for whatever reason. And when you click on something, it will tell you what it does. So if I chose Zoom for Google Chrome, this is not Zoom that we're using right now. Think about that. So you want to make sure that you're installing the correct thing. This is zooming in and out on web content using a zoom button with a mouse to control what that looks like. So it's kind of giving you some examples here of what that might look like. So you'll see that when you are searching, every time you click on something, you can see what it does. Okay. I'm going to go back for a moment and I'm going to choose my Screencastify one again. Because Screencastify, I'm sure many of you over the last, 6 or 8 weeks of remote instruction have been using Screencastify. So Screencastify, you can see it says remove from Chrome. That's because I already have it installed. So what it'll do is allows you to capture your screen. So on my Chrome browser, you can see it's right here, this little icon up here in my browser. So when you are adding extensions to your Chrome browser, they're going to show up here across your browser bar, kind of next to the address bar here. When you install too many of them, they're not all going to fit. So you're going to have to kind of go to your little 3 dots over here. Okay, and then what you would have to do at this point is go to your settings, and you then have to go to your extensions. Let's go find my extensions. I probably scrolled right by them. Finding them. Oh, here they are. They're over on the left-hand side. Sorry about that. So these are all the extensions that I have installed. As you can see, they're not all up here across the top. And they're not all enabled. So this little button will allow me to enable or disable an extension. So if I disable it, that means I can come back to it at another time and enable it. If I remove it, that means I need to reinstall it if I want to use it again. So I have a lot of extensions that are installed here, but disabled. And the reason that is because oftentimes I install an extension for things like this. Like I want to install it and I want to check it out and I want to see how it functions. But when you have too many extensions installed and enabled, many times it's going to slow down your browser speed because it's trying to run all of those things in the background. So you want to be cognizant of that and just be careful. Make sure that you're running or you're enabling the ones that you use the most. And if there's something you want to use at another time, like it's not something you use on a regular basis, just disable it until you feel the need to use that. And again, to get to all of your extensions, you have to go to the 3 little dots right here next to your, kind of next to your profile there. And you need to go to settings and then extensions over here on the left-hand side. Okay? Everybody with me? You good? All right. Oh, is this a question? Let's see here. Oh, okay, that's Tracy telling me everybody's with me. She's my right hand today in here in case there's anything that I miss in the chat window. So again, back to Screencastify. You just download it and you are able to do a screen recording. So you would just click on your little extension right here. And I can record. I can embed a webcam, a microphone, and all of that. In these extensions I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you just a very brief what it is. I can't run each and every one of them or we would be here for 3 hours. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little, this is what it does. But in most of them, you're going to see there is a little video clip. So you can watch that video clip to get some more information to decide if it is one that you would like to install, okay? This one is a great one for now. You know, we're all sitting in front of our computers all day, every day. Move It is an extension that it allows you to, well, what it does is once it's installed, it kind of gives you a prompt and says, hey, it's time to get up and move. And it will tell you to do certain things, which is kind of cool. It will say like right here, climb a ladder on the spot for a count of 10. Or, you know, walk 20 steps and back. Or, you know, stand up and sit down or squat. It'll tell you to do all these different cute little things just to kind of get you up and moving. So I think that's a pretty neat one, especially for right now as we're all sitting in front of our computers pretty much all day, every day. All right. So this next one is called EasyBib. And there's no rhyme or reason to the way I have these on this slide. I just have them on here. So EasyBib is really neat because it allows you to cite websites with one click. So this is a really good one that you might want to give to your students. You know, if they're doing any kind of projects or things and they have to cite the website that they got the information from. So once you click on the EasyBib extension in your toolbar, you just click on that and it will automatically give you the option to cite the website that you're on. Creating its own bibliography. You don't have to do the work. Now, one thing I want to point out is most of these extensions, they are third-party applications, so they will require you to have kind of log into them, right? So you have to sign up. But many of them will allow you to sign up with your Google account, so all you have to do is kind of sign up with Google. So just be aware of that. So that's EasyBib. This one is one of my all-time favorite extensions. I use it always. It is called Clipboard History Pro. So as you can see, it saves every text you copy. So in my world, there's a lot of times that I have to copy text, and then I have to put that same text in, you know, let's say, for example, I'm doing something that I need to send out to 25 different people, and I need to customize it, but yet there's a section that has to be the same for everybody. So I can copy and paste right from my clipboard. So here's my clipboard here. You see this little thing right here? When I click on that, these are all of the things that I've done. And it tells me when I did it. So all I would have to do is click on that, and you see it says it's copied. Now it's on my clipboard. I can go to my document and I can paste it wherever I want. So that is, to me, that's a really awesome extension, at least for me in my work. I use it. You can see it's the first one on my list here across my extensions. I use it all the time. Okay, so it's really just managing a clipboard. It's keeping all those things that you've copied over time. And then you can erase them, you can wipe them out, you can have them keep them for so long. So Cami is another. Cami is a tool that will allow you to annotate over PDFs. And again, this has a little video to show you what it does. So it's really annotation and markup. And it does work with Google Drive and Google Classroom, but note that there is a free version of Cami and a paid version of Cami. So you're not going to be able to get, you're not getting the same, yes, Lorraine, there's fees for, if you want the purchase version of Cami. Cami is just an extension for a tool, a web tool. So things like, let me say, for example, NearPod. We're going to get to NearPod. If you use NearPod, you pay for a subscription to NearPod. There's an extension for it. But if you install that extension and you don't have a paid version of NearPod, then you're not going to be able to use it. Does that make sense? Oops, did I just stop my share? I'm sorry. Are we good with that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So going back to here, this one here, I hope my dog doesn't start barking. He's right here with me. This is Google Dictionary. So Google Dictionary is going to do just that. It's a dictionary. So I can click on a word on a website and it's going to give me the definition. And there's also an audio piece to that. You see that? I can click on that and I can hear the word. I can translate it. So really neat tool. You know, it defines anything that you're browsing on the web if you wanted to. Okay. Here you go. It stores a history of the words you've looked up, and these are all the languages that are supported.
There's a question, Deanne.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to the chat here. Can you prioritize the clipboard on Clipboard History Pro? Yes, you can. You absolutely can. So if I go back to my Clipboard History, you're going to see there's all of these different things here. So I can star it and make it a favorite. I can show it, I can send it to my mobile device, I can send it to the cloud, or I can delete it. So that prioritizing them, just, you know, you make it a favorite. So if I went to favorites, you're going to see these are my favorites. Okay. All right. I'm going to go back to read write. Read write is an extension that you'll see that it will allow you to, you can, here it says it's boosting reading and writing confidence across all types of content and devices. text-to-speech, text and picture dictionaries. It'll dictate words, highlights, word prediction. Now, you see this right here? Somebody asked about fees. This is only free for 30 days. So it's basically telling you, install this, try it out. We want you to love it, and then buy it. Okay, so just be wary of some of these, but I do have some teachers that have purchased this because they really, really like it, so I wanted to share it. Okay, so this right here, these two right here, this is the first one. They go hand in hand. The first one is tab scissors. So what tab scissors is going to do, it's going to allow you to split your window into 2 tabs so that you can work on 2 things basically side by side. Maybe you're working on something and you've got another tab open that you want to enter grades. You can split your screen so that in the Chrome window, it will split it that they are side by side. Then this one is tab glue. When you're done with your splitting of your screens, you would click your tab glue and that would kind of put them back to where they were. So they're not split, so you don't have a split screen anymore. I'm going to pause for one moment here. As you can hear my dog, I want to let him out. Sorry about that. I let him out, but I think it's lunchtime, so he might be a little bit annoying. I hope not. So that's what tab glue does. So in tab scissors, you would have this little icon in your list of extensions. You'd click on it and it would split your screen so that you can work on 2 windows, 2 tabs at a time. And then, oops, tab glue. When you click on that, it puts them back to where they were. Okay, so that is tab glue and tab scissors. Where are we at here? Oh, this one, I love this one. This one is turn off the lights. So when I'm watching a YouTube video, so let's say I go back to that Chrome video here, right? Watch what happens to my screen when I press the,
or little programs which
when I hit my turn off the lights button. See what happens? It puts everything else in the background and it kind of turns all of that off. So you're highlighting the video that you're watching. So I use that a lot. So it fades everything into the background. It's kind of nice when you're showing something on YouTube. This one right here, draw and text, I think is going to be one that you're going to absolutely love. So what draw and text does, the actual extension is called Web Paint. But this is what it does. It allows you to, and I didn't add this one to my Chrome because I want to show you how to add one, and I'm going to do it with this one. You see this, I'm going to go back here. You see this little toolbar right here? This is what pops up. It's going to allow you to draw and annotate and write over a web page that you're on. So if you're presenting something or you're showing students a website or something and you want to highlight something, you want to write on something, you can do that. So I'm going to add it to Chrome. This is how we add an extension. So, yep, I'm going to add the extension. Now it has been added to Chrome. You see that? Use this extension by clicking on the icon. Okay. I'm going to grab this. No, wait, I'm on a page that's not supported because I'm in the web store, I'm assuming. So let me go to, now you see the tools I get. So I can change my color. Over here I got it, if you see it popped kind of over here. Um, and I can pick a color. Let's say I want it to be this bright pink, and then I can just start. That was this. My mouse is a little wonky. You'll have to forgive me. My mouse doesn't work very well. So you can see what the things that I can do. I can, there's all these different little tools in here. I can say, you know, let's highlight this. Again, my mouse is a little wonky, so it's not always working properly. Do I see a question here popping up? What is the maximum number of extensions? Oh, I couldn't even answer that question. You know, you'll know it. Like if you get to the point where you have too many extensions, you'll know it if you start to see your browser time lagging. So I mean, I can't really give you a definitive response on that because it's going to be different for every computer, every operating system, all of that. Okay. So that is the web paint. Okay. That's this one here, draw in text. Small PDF. Small PDF. Oop, I hit turn off the lights. Or did I link that wrong? I did, so I'm going to have to go back. Somehow I linked that wrong. Small. There it is. I'll have to change that. So small PDF is allowing you to convert documents. So if I upload a PDF document, I can convert it to Word. So you can see these are the converters: PDF to Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. Word, Excel, PowerPoint to PDF. I can convert images to a PDF, reduce the size, merge and split pages. Another one I did not add, so I'm going to add it right now. Yes, add the extension. And you'll see here it is. Boom. So now this is what I get. I want to convert. Then all I need to do, I did that already. I choose the file that I want from my computer. And let's say, let me see if I can find a good file here. Okay, and I want to convert it to Word. So it's, you see that it's a PDF. I convert it to Word. And here is my Word document now. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. There it is. It converted it to Word. That was a PDF. And I am looking, it did not lose formatting except for here. These lines shouldn't be here, but other than that.
We're not seeing the document, Dee.
Oh, geez. You know why? Because I only was showing hold on. I was only showing the browser window, not the whole screen. Can you see it now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so it converted it to this document, and this document looked exactly like this in PDF, but now it's a Word document, so I can edit it. Okay. There is a free version, yes, of this. So you can do free, simple conversions.
There's another question, Dee.
Oh, okay, hold on. Can you split a 5-page PDF document to a 1-page document? So you have 5 pages and you want it to be 5 single pages? You can open your mic and ask that question.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if you, like say in the document, you just want one of the 5 pages to use and to send it out to your kids. Can you convert it so that it's just a single page document?
You should be able to split that. I have not used it extensively. But I'm pretty sure that you can probably do that. Now, is that part of the upgrade? I can't answer that right now. I'd have to look into that. Are
What
you
does
on
it
a Mac
cost
or a PC?
for the upgrade?
Are you on a, I don't know the answer to that either. I don't know how much it costs because I didn't buy, like I don't have it. Are you on a Mac or a PC?
I'm on a Mac.
Okay, if you're on a Mac, you can go to preview your document and then you can split it right there. You don't even need a converter to do a PDF document split.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Google Translate is another one. This will translate your web pages for you. So you have a web page you want to translate, you can do that. Or just a part of the text, a paragraph, a word. Nice and easy, especially if you have students that are ELs and you need to translate something for them or something for parents, you can do that. If you're a NearPod user, there is an extension for NearPod for your classroom. So once you have that in your browser bar, you can access your NearPod library. You can assign things to your students right from there. Mercury Reader. Mercury Reader is going to allow you to clear all the clutter away from your articles, right? So I'm pretty sure that I have my Mercury Reader disabled. So let me see if I can grab that and enable it. Here we go. Okay, so I just enabled that. And let me go to, let me just open an article here. I want to show you what this looks like. Where is it? Did enable it. There it is right here. So it's really readability. So here's that article, okay? So I'm going to go back, and this is what, if I click on it, here's the article. See all this content on the side, like all these ads and all that kind of stuff? If I choose Mercury Reader, it is going to remove all of that clutter for a nice, clean, easy read. Great for students that you might want them to read something online, but all that other stuff distracts them. Or for something that you're projecting and you want to get rid of all the clutter. So basically that's what it does. It wipes out all that clutter. So that is Mercury Reader. Oops, sorry about that. Full page screenshot. This one is, it's really a one-click screenshot. So if you want to screenshot your page that you're on the web, you can screenshot it right from here. All entire websites, no sign up, easy, fast. You take that screenshot by just clicking on that icon. And you can see it has a full feature editor built within it. I have not used this one. I put it here because it's been recommended by a few people, but I personally have not used this. So that disclaimer out there. Share to Classroom. I'm sure many of you are using Google Classroom these days. And Share to Classroom is going to put a little button in your browser that is going to allow you to share whatever you're on. Like if you are on, in this case, they have an example of Khan Academy, or you're on any website, you find something you want to share with your students. You're going to just click the Share to Classroom button, and it's going to push it out to the classroom that you want it to go to. So it'll kind of give you like a list of all the classes that you have, and then you click on it and it tells you, it'll send it out to that class. Now, the student needs to have the extension in their Chrome browser as well. So you want to make sure that they have that installed. Excuse me one second. I was getting a little scratchy in my throat. So you can share at any time. You could also be in the classroom environment. You have to be, I believe this is true, that you have to be on the same Wi-Fi for this piece to happen. I don't know that you can do it in the remote situation we're in, but you might be able to. It would be something I have to explore, because I haven't explored it in the past. But if you choose to push from the Google Classroom Share extension, it will, if I'm on a website, it will push that same website out to my students' computers, and boom, that's on their screen. Okay, so here's some more information about it. If you are using Google Classroom, might be something you want to look into. And you can see here, it just lets you pick the class you want to send something to. Okay, so you might want to explore that a little if you're using Google Classroom. This is just a fun one. If anybody has a Bitmoji, or if you don't, you might want to get one. The one thing about this app, this extension is you must download the app on a mobile device and create yourself the account and create your avatar, and then you can install the extension and access it by logging in. So it's great when you want to do cute little things in your, maybe in your presentations or your documents, things that you're sending to students. I'm going to escape here for a minute. This right here is a Bitmoji, and I got that from my Bitmoji extension. All I need to do is go here and right click. In this case, I copy the image, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to put it, instead of this, I'm going to make this my Bitmoji. Really cute for when you're doing your, doing presentations and things, documents and different things that you want to share with your students. And super easy to use. Does anybody have questions so far?
Nothing on the chat, Dee.
Okay. Does anybody here currently, oh, sorry. Keep hitting stop share by accident every time I go to get to the chat, because when I'm sharing my screen, the chat little button is right next to the sharing button, and I keep hitting the wrong thing. Is there anyone here who uses extensions currently and has any that they really love? I mean, believe me when I tell you, there are so many of them. There are, just shopping alone. You saw the Amazon one. There's one called Honey. I don't know if anybody has ever used Honey, but if you're shopping, Honey is a great one because you install it in your browser. Every time you go to check out, Honey runs all of the coupon codes that are found out there on the internet, and it will apply it. And if it works, you automatically get the money. You get the discount. Like I even got a discount on a plane ticket recently. Well, about a year ago. Honey ran. I had no idea there would be a coupon code for a plane ticket. Honey ran just because I was in my checkout area, and it applied a coupon, and I got 20% off of my flight. Yes, Screencastify, a couple of you are saying you use Screencastify and really like it. Screencastify is really a wonderful tool for right now, especially in this environment we're in. Another one that's
in there too, Dee, about Screencastify.
Do I need to share the video with them first? My students could not watch it. Oh, so what you have to do is you have to go to your Screencastify folder in Google Drive, okay? So it creates that folder in Google Drive, and you need to make those videos that are in there, those screencasts, you have to make them accessible. So you have to share them just like you're sharing other documents or slide decks. It has the same sharing rights because now it's in your Google Drive. So if you don't share them, you won't be able to, they won't be able to view them. Does that answer your question, Nancy? Okay, great. There's another one called Loom. If you look on my screen, this is the Loom icon right here. I'm gonna escape that. Escape that. I don't want that. Yeah, but I don't want to do it. Sorry, I'm trying to, I don't want to do it. Okay, so Loom is another screencasting tool. And just so you're aware, if you're interested, Loom allows you to do longer length videos. And if you go, I'll pull that up on my screen right here. Loom is giving pro accounts free for students and teachers forever. They are not doing it only till the end of the closure. They have decided that they're going to do a forever free for teachers and students. So if you go to Loom for teachers, you'll find the information for that if you're interested in a screencasting tool that will allow you to cast longer length videos. So many different ones. This is Bitly. You see that I do a lot of Bitlys, meaning I do a lot of shortened URLs instead of giving you the big long URL. And I have a Bitly extension and I just use that. Or you can just go to the Bitly website and do it as well. So there are so many different ones out there. Anybody else use extensions and have found anything that they really like? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to go here and just show you, I want to show you, these are some resources for Chrome extensions. Of course, the first link here is the Google Chrome store. And when you go to that web store, you're going to see all the different extensions and themes as well. So you can change the theme of your Chrome. 50 of the best Google Chrome extensions for teachers. This is, and there's a ton of things out there on YouTube you can find. So you can, this was in November. This one was published in November of 2019. So there's a lot of good things on here. Again, I could never go over them all. You'll see all these different things that are available. Fantastic Chrome extensions for teachers and students. If you have been doing anything with Google, you might recognize Casey Bell from Shake Up Learning. She has a lot of different things here. Casey's wonderful. She does a ton of Google stuff. Her site, Shake Up Learning, is filled with resources for Google, anything Google. So here's a lot of information about extensions. Look at this one, 160 of them. So she's got a lot of, she's curated a lot of things there. 10 essential Chrome extensions for teachers. These are just some things I have found over time and just wanted to link them and just show you all of the things that are, oh, there's a Bitmoji there. Too long didn't read. This is summarizing and analyzing. So many, many different things that you, if you can dream it, I'm sure it's there. Must have Chrome extensions for educators. And there's so many that are of benefit to students as well. So here's some more. What do they mention here? Bitmoji, we talked about that. Screencastify, ad block, it's gonna block ads. Grammarly, Momentum, Share to Classroom, Google Keep, LastPass. So tons of them there. Anybody have any questions? All right, well, if you don't have any questions, I've covered what I want to cover. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much. I know there were a lot there to begin with. So again, here is the URL for the slide deck. If you are a certified teacher and you need Act 48 credit, this is the URL. And if you are an IA and you need the exit ticket for the IA, that is here as well. And yes, I will put these in the chat. This is the teacher, or for Act 48, I should say. There's that one. This one is for IAs. And then this is the slide deck. Okay. All right. Well, if you don't have any questions, I'll give you a few minutes to grab those. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you all. And I hope you got something out of the Google extensions.
Thank you, Dee. It was awesome.
You are very welcome. Thank you. All right, I'm going to close out. I hope everybody was able to get the URLs you needed. And if you did not, please let me know, and know that they will be in the, once the recording is done, it will be posted.